Hey,
We're starting off
hey,
with hey, what's going on, everybody?
you know what we do here. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter.
Yeah,
guys.
facts don't matter, but apparently in this climate,
in this arena, they do.
in this one, facts matter. But in the world,
cyber cafe,
in the world, Trump has the best economy ever.
Hey, we'll get into it.
We'll get into it, Jesus.
But allow me to reintroduce myself.
Wow, Jay-Z.
Savage AF. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. We talk politics, hot topics, and current events, and then I don't give a fluff kind of style.
I think the fist going fluff made it even harder.
I don't give a filth.
Well, we don't give a. Okay, so the point is, we bring it to you in a let's see, unfiltered way.
It's savage.
It's AF. Savage AF.
And it doesn't stand for end friendly. But the algorithm says don't curse too early.
Right.
You'll scare the shoppers.
Yeah. So as we try to just do it that way and we ease into it. We start off slow. We start pushing it in. That sounded bad. Listen, I'm Shang.
I'm Black Pedro.
Yeah.
We are your co-hosts of Savage AF. Now listen, guys. For those of you who are out there live with us on YouTube right now, I see you. I'm looking across here at the board. I got Gina Amerson in the building, Lady Hazel May. We appreciate y'all for being here. I know the building's going to build as we build it.
Right. And by the way, Lady Hazel May, who's one of our regulars, actually is just got acquitted of murder.
Yes.
So congratulations.
No body, no crime.
Yeah. So
Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. But just know that you can find us on our YouTube
channel. Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that.
YouTube.com/C/Savage AF World, all one word. When you get there, make sure you subscribe, get notified.
Subscribe and share. It's very important to comment and share. Comment, rate, and share, because when you share it, sharing is caring. And if you don't share, you're a whore. And it's
that rhymed so well.
That didn't rhyme.
No. It was awesome, bro.
It was awesome. And also I want to make sure that everybody out there knows that you don't just follow us there. You can see actually clips, snippets, crumpets, because I just came
nooks and crannies
of the show.
Yeah.
Smidgets of the show. If you go to our Instagram, and make sure you follow us at Comedian Shang,
at Black Pedro on Instagram.
Yeah.
On Threads.
On
Bluesky.
Yeah, Bluesky.
Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, which is the non-fascist version of X.
Which is the fascist version of Twitter. Which was the fascist light version
of that makes sense. And and by the way, congratulations to Elon Musk for having your stock drop 70%. Way to go, man.
Slow clap,
man. I've never seen that before.
So listen, you were traveling recently before we really open up the show to get into it. You were traveling recently.
Yes.
You took a hop, skip, and a jump
over the pond.
Across the pond.
It was over the pond. I went to London. And I went to Birmingham and Wolverhampton and United K. And it was a lot of I was saying before we came on, everybody sounds like the Guy Ritchie movie. Like everybody out there is like, raw. And the only thing I could make out was nigga. And everything else, raw, nigga. And I was like,
Jason Statham was every bartender.
I'm Jason Statham. Would you like a drink?
In old fashioned.
Yeah, but thank you to the Real Deal Comedy tour for bringing me out there, and thank you to the other comedy clubs and everybody out there that treated me quite well. I didn't get heckled, and even if I did, I didn't understand half the shit they were saying. So good luck to y'all with y'all little language barrier thing. And they're speaking English. Right,
and that doesn't always happen.
Raw, and
it's proper English and sort of like Cockney accent.
But no, it was a good time, and
it's just like the difference between Kentucky and like Connecticut.
No, Kentucky and the world. But I've been to Kentucky. I'd like to say One of the worst, best places I've ever been.
Worst, best. Okay.
Yeah. And I think that the fact that I had to purchase bags of teeth to hand out to people. Yeah, apparently they got some kind of corn on the cob epidemic where they can't eat regular food without knocking their front two teeth out.
Got to be turned into sauce.
Yeah, all these 2 teeth right here,
hockey,
just gone. It's like fence, picket fence, missing, picket fence.
Kentucky Derby is this weekend,
but London,
as of the recording of this show.
So everybody out there that watches
don't
us
walk
in Kentucky,
up behind the horse.
No, Kentucky was cool. London was cool. UK was cool. Everybody out there, the comics were really nice. Okay. I didn't have to stab not one of them.
No, okay. Because I mean, I was just saying, because like you've been gone.
14 days, almost 14 days.
Yeah. And you know, it's been a couple weeks since we did the show,
right?
Our last episode, and since then,
the world.
I mean, a lot has happened.
Yes,
and I know a few weeks ago I did a piece called "Keep Pope Alive,"
right?
And how they just like keep the Catholic Church. They just keep the Pope alive too long. And
no retirement.
And now, since then, he did.
But he met with JD Vance, and they said something about JD Vance. JD Vance, let's be JD Vance unalive the Pope. And I don't cut this part. People are gonna cut just this part and be like, "What?" No, they said that for some reason he was such a horrible human being. After that, the Pope said,
You know what,
man? And then, the Pope took some pills. They said he got an old age
with Voldemort. And was like, you know what? What we gonna do?
Yeah, but
a lot has happened. A judge has been arrested and then since released. But Judge Dugan out of Wisconsin alleged that she helped some immigrants escape.
She gave an escape plan.
She was just like, this way, follow me if you want to live.
Yeah, it was so stupid. It's like, if you go out the back door, they can go out to the front and the back and whatever. The bottom line is they're going to make up whatever they can to try to paint it.
This administration is pushing. So as we get into the show, there's a lot to talk about. Things are happening very quickly.
Yeah.
Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter.
And it's the first 100 days of
yesterday,
Orange.
As of the taping of this show,
Orange Bunch Stick has been in there 100 days, and the economy has fallen. The stock market has gone up and down like a whore on dollar night, and it's been horrible. So yeah, MAGA, what's up?
Yeah, no. As of the taping of this show right now today, it is April 30th. 2025 in the time-space continuum.
Why do you say that? Each show, why do you say time? Is that from like Star Trek or?
I just think one day we're gonna be part of the Marvel. You and I will be part of the Marvel comic universe. So
that's why.
I'm putting it out like within this timeline.
Right, but it's the 30th, continuum word.
Time-space continuum.
Like, when have you used that in any other conversation? Like, what time you gonna get here for dinner? How do you use that in a sentence?
Well, I'm like within this
time space continuum.
Within this time.
Okay, just making sure. Because people on the feed, I've looked over at the feed. Y'all can't see. I can see the feed, and people are like, "Yeah,
what is he talking about?" But it is again April 30th, 2025, within the time space continuum. Black Pedro, comedian Shang. Savage.
I just feel like you're going to say seeking out worlds, new worlds, and new life forms. Stardate. That's what it sounds like.
Shout out. Speaking of space age, man, shout out to Petty Cash Studio.
This place
and this space age.
Yeah, it is delicious.
This looks like where the Guardians of the Galaxy stop to get grilled cheese sandwiches on their way to another mission. Malts are served here. And they are amazing, guys.
Yeah, and it's a beautifully
grilled onions,
beautifully colorful, delicious place. It looks where
shout out Petty
Cash Studios,
Savage AF, man. Fucking feelings, facts.
And by the way, the person that helps us with the show, Mark, beautiful man. Like if I was in jail with him, I definitely wouldn't want to snuggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if that Okay, that came off weird.
Yeah, nobody's going to jail today.
And nobody wants to snuggle.
There's no need to snuggle.
Yeah, like if I had to do life,
Uh-huh.
and I had to do, you know what I'm saying? And I had to, Yeah. There's no way to get out of that.
No, there's always a choice, dog. You don't have to
go.
You don't have to do.
You don't have to go. But if I had to do life, if you had to
do life.
Right. And I'm not getting out. Remember? Somebody.
If you do life, you're supposed to like become a lawyer in jail, like
get myself out,
and then fight. I would focus on freedom,
right,
and not manhandling Mark in the middle of the night against his.
This is not Hurricane. You're right. I would.
This is Petty Cash, not Petty Ass Studios. All right. So Savage AF, man, fucking feelings, facts matter. See, you gonna try and take us into a weird place. I'm not gonna let it happen.
Oh, we got time.
But we'll probably end in a weird place because we're gonna end today's show.
Yeah,
with a shangri.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
It's gonna be the sin of sinners.
Yes.
And I
you have an idea.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
You know what I'm talking about.
And I'm glad you brought it up. I didn't put it in the body of work, so I'm glad you did.
Okay.
Before we get into that, though, your Black Pedro pop-in for today will be back to work.
Kinda.
It's a simple message. I'm sure you won't appreciate it, but
I probably won't.
We'll get into it. But before we get into that, we're gonna talk about a true knucklehead. And that's your boy Trumpty Dumpty, who can't tell a Photoshop knuckle print from a real bundle basket, as you might call it.
He's wow.
We'll get into it though. Before we get into that, we are gonna talk about what I call the Port-a-Pain.
Yeah, is that not a song by the Police or Sting?
Well, so for those who don't know, my mother's side of the family is from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah,
the capital of Trinidad is Port of Spain.
Okay,
a lot of cargo goes in and out, and I think what our ports are about to experience is not going to be the Port of Spain.
Yeah. Port of Pain.
But a Port of
Ain't that
Pain.
A song?
I don't know that one.
The Port of Pain.
You listen to weird white music. I don't.
Wow.
I just don't.
How that was racist.
No, I'm not.
That sounded racist. Just blame shit on you.
No,
hey, so just because I like oranges, now I'm racist.
Shang will have a muscle car with 26-inch drug dealer rims.
I didn't know that was a long time ago.
And then you start up the car, and that's just like.
I listen to. I like stuff that makes you want to punch a baby. I've always enjoyed. I've always enjoyed music that makes you want to render flesh. And
you know what makes me want to punch a baby, and we'll start.
Oh wow, it's a good segue.
The show.
I just want to say, I'm going to point right in the camera. When it comes to segues, Pedro is. He's top notch. The head honcho, the big cheese.
Come down this weekend to Segway Warehouse, where we have Segways for you.
Yeah. But they will be tariffed, so we will have to charge you more for them.
It will be tariffable.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrible. I want to start off. This makes me want to punch a baby.
Okay.
Eye wide shut. I'm gonna call it that.
Right.
Eye wide shut, as in your ocule.
Eye
wide shut.
Who uses ocule?
If we talk about broadcasting, there's one network that has an eye as their logo.
CBS. For a minute there, I started.
No, you're on it.
I don't watch it
where you want to be.
I don't watch it.
One of my favorite things on CBS, or maybe my only favorite thing on CBS.
It's not a lot.
It's 60 Minutes. I grew up watching it as a kid. And as an adult, it is a great source of just like information for, stories, news,
stories.
dots that you can begin to connect globally. But recently, the executive producer of the show has stepped down because Paramount Plus, the parent company,
tried to influence it.
he felt he did not have the journalistic freedom he had always had with CBS, and that things are changing.
Right.
By the way, maybe just a coinky dink, but Paramount Plus is in the process of trying to complete a merger, which the current Trump administration has to approve.
Right, that has to approve. And Trump doesn't like it when people talk bad about him, and so he wants to tell the media what to do. I read some details in it, and I actually read his resignation letter. Mm-hmm. And I just want y'all to know, I'm going to tell you what he said in his resignation letter. He said, "Fuck this bullshit. I'm out of here, bitches." And that was it. That was it. That's all it was in big, bold, black print. And that's how he went out. And I understand why. I understand why he went out, because right now CBS already bitched up and lost the lawsuit. Didn't lose the lawsuit, just bitched up and paid $15 million to the Trump organization because they disparaged his work, his brand, whatever the fuck.
I think was that ABC actually?
Was it ABC or CBS?
I think it was because of some shit.
All of them, the ABC, CBS, all y'all bitches.
The alphabet is under attack.
Yeah,
they're
all
burning
you
all the books. They won't use letters anymore. Y'all about to go back to clicking and echolocating, like just like
DNA, ABC, all of y'all full of shit for backing down, just like the lawyers, the main lawyers in New York that back down, you bunch of bitches. Y'all a bunch of bitches. Y'all use bitch lotion, bitch deodorant. When you wash your ass, guess what you wash your ass with? Bitch soap. You bitches. How dare you just back down? You know that he's wrong. But in this instance, they want to still do business. Then 60 minutes ain't 60 minutes. They might as well make it 20 minutes. Maybe just cut
60 seconds, basically.
Yeah.
So the reason I bring this up, because maybe not even a lot of people that follow us, and thank you out there for those who do.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't actually even follow something like 60 minutes. So it might be like, why do I care? But the reality is 60 Minutes it's an American institution. It's one of those almost like PBS like.
Oh, well, it's PBS
institution.
It's PBS with better commercials.
Yeah. You know, more probably just a bigger budget as well. Yeah. But also it's just one of those things where you can go to see sort of the last bastions of pure journalism.
Right.
And to have the executive producer not only sort of quit, but also have the parent company we'll have them quit because the parent company is seemingly and pretty much obviously kowtowing to
they're all kowtowing
to this administration.
Not all of them. My bad.
It's just one of those things where this is a telltale sign of the fall of a democracy and a union.
You putting a lot of sauce on it. By the way, Pedro's putting a lot of sauce on it.
It's history sauce.
Fascism's already in the mix. We already know that's happening. They already went after the Smithsonian for putting out
for having stuff,
putting out stuff that says Black people actually exist. We've actually done a few things. They're trying to get rid of all of that. The Smithsonian is bitching up. The only one that's not bitching up is Harvard, and I think.
Oh no, my alma mater.
Your alma mater. Yeah, there's a few big money that could last through all the lawsuits. Colleges, universities and that are only one. Harvard quote. I talked to the dude. I called him the other day and I said, "What's up? How you feeling about this? You feel a little bit of pressure?"
You talked to Mr. Harvard.
I talked to Mr. Harvard. Yeah, and Mr. Harvard told me they could suck our dicks. Yeah, we got money too. Let's go.
Money in the bank, shorty, what you drink.
Yeah. Damn, made it a lyric bars.
Well,
but that's I'm saying right now, I see a lot of these companies bitching up. Costco didn't bitch up. Costco said, no, fuck that. We like diversity.
Bring us your Target, your Walmarts, your tired bastards.
Yeah, Costco did that. And they were like, nah, man, we like selling 2 buckets of mayonnaise, and ain't nobody can do shit about it.
Like everybody's having
mayonnaise. Yeah. So and so right now, I think a lot of companies are bitching up, and this is the same thing. 60 Minutes, whether they're an icon of the media is bitching up. What's the Blondie? What's the blonde spokesperson for Trump?
Caroline Levitt.
Is it Levitt? Is it Levitt?
Evil,
the other blonde, evil Bondi?
No. So there's evil press secretary Barbie.
And then there's Bondi.
And then there's evil district attorney Barbie.
Right.
Or I'm sorry, Attorney General. Barbie.
Attorney General. All of those, both of those horrible hags lie consistently and constantly.
Caroline Levitt
loves it. She's like, I just want to
come in close, camera. Caroline Levitt, she loves to lie and tell you this bullshit. She can't wait for you to ask her about something true, and then she's going to lie.
She's a liar.
And then come.
Wow. It's like
it gets her
I seen her one time.
She loves it.
She was saying, and tariffs don't affect the general public. Then she went, and then, and I need a napkin.
Like, this has been the best 100 days.
Yeah.
So,
she's
but yeah. So before we move on, I just do want to really just
60 Minutes is done. You know that.
Well, just highlight and focus that when journalistic magazines, television magazines like this are under attack, and the sort of foundational elements, humans, when I say elements behind it,
right,
are like, you know what, I'm out.
Right.
Did you say fuck this shit? I think it's a clear sign, a signal of crumble, of erosion, that we should really be paying attention.
But we should emphasize this. This person was highly respected. Everybody loved him. So what's happening is it's a domino effect. A lot of other people that work on the show are deciding, do I want to be here without the leadership of this guy who took all kind of chances? So they're about to bounce. So 60 Minutes is going to cut down to 25 minutes, then 25 minutes. The thing is like, I'm 6 seconds. Good night.
Good night.
That's what it's going to be, because they're not going to be able to talk about the real issues. They're not going to be able to talk about real things that are happening. They're not going to be able to talk about right now, where I'm very hurt about this. Avocados are taking a hit.
Yeah.
Can't even talk about it.
Nope.
No.
One thing we do need to talk about, though, speaking of avocados, because they don't grow everywhere, and you need to. Well, we don't need to necessarily, but our current system, has us shipping goods and services all around the globe
for now.
But we are getting reports of what we would call a port of pain.
Empty.
The docks.
Empty. I'm so thirsty.
The foreman is like, guys, get the crane.
Yes, something wicked this way comes. It's now. It's bad. Did you see the new report? I saw it last night.
The latest reports are saying that our docks are starting to, sort of exist in an empty space,
right,
where things aren't coming in or going out. And I can only put my finger on sort of one thing that might be causing that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking
DEI.
No, it's not DEI.
Wait, you telling me DEI
so
is not the reason?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion is not the reason the docks are empty.
No, DEI,
give it another shot. Give it another shot.
DEI stands for docks exclusively. No, docks empty infinitely.
Okay, I did not know that.
And that is the problem.
That's now that's happening.
Yeah, that's what it is. DEI is affecting
everything.
So, but in reality, obviously these tariffs are affecting our export import. That's what that is all about.
Right.
And we're looking at a situation where it does look like the docks are drying up.
Right.
We live near one of the greatest or biggest ports
Long Beach
in the world, Long Beach,
California,
and Port of LA too. But Long Beach is definitely a huge thing.
There's two people walking around down there, and all you hear is
that's why LA is like there's like this little strip of LA that runs south through, and it's really just like I think the 110 freeway.
It is
like down to, and then just so that part of the docks are still in LA, right? So
no, go ahead.
Just really quickly, experts, those who work in the shipping industry and whatnot, are looking at a situation where they're saying it's going to be worse than COVID. When you couldn't find toilet paper,
it's going to be worse than that.
Like it won't be like
I'm going today.
The toilet paper aisle is empty. It'll be like motherfucking the grocery store is Trader Joe's ain't got nothing to trade. He's like,
it's just like
I got a set of keys.
And that's it.
Don't know what they open, but if you give me a mango,
it's going to be just a guy named
knows?
Joe.
Yes.
It's just going to be a guy named Joe. Got anything to trade? No.
Whole Foods gonna go to just 1/8 Foods.
It'll be
16th Foods.
It's going to be bad.
For 16th Foods.
And the bad part for me personally is I can't get my shipment of Ninja Stars that I ordered from overseas.
You know where they're coming from.
They're coming from They're coming from
Asia. They're from
the Asia Rim. And so if I need more Ninja Stars, by the way, I only have 3 now. So I want to get my my whole. How many guns do you have?
Enough.
Okay, good. See, he didn't want to say that. He didn't want to say that on.
Yeah, motherfucker. I got enough.
I need a whole thing because like once you throw one and stick into somebody, you got to have a whole. You got to have more. But no,
we talked about this a few weeks ago. Sometimes you got to go back and pull it out
and then use it again.
Stay there.
But you got to sanitize it. You can't just throw this Ninja Star into somebody else.
That's how you spread.
Right. That's how you spread. Yeah, that's how, how do you think we got AIDS? That's how we got AIDS. Ninja Stars. But right now they said that, and this is happening too. I'm going to add this into the port thing. Amazon is going to show what the tariff tax is going to be.
Oh, well, no. Well, they already are. And
lasted about an hour
before they took it down.
They took it down.
Because Trump called him up and he mobbed him.
Caroline,
but it lasted about an hour.
Evil press secretary Barbie, Caroline Levitt, literally jumped in to the press. She was just like, "Let me handle this." She was like, "Amazon are terrorists and they eat babies, and this is an act of political violence against the administration." And like that, they went at Amazon directly, like, "You are." Becoming a political enemy, and Amazon was like, "Oh, we didn't mean to hit publish. It's just an idea.
It was just
some intern."
No, I think he did it. They wanted to do it. You said it lasted about an hour.
Yeah,
but the bottom line is Bezos is big enough to actually fight back. Now can I say pussy? Because pussy is strong, but that's a strong. Pussy's strong, like actual pussy strong. Babies pop out of pussies. So I give pussy props when it comes to just being persistent and powerful. It's a lot of P's. A lot of P's I just did. But I'm saying that if you look at what's happening with the ports, other companies other than Amazon, even though Amazon is the shit, it's the big boy, are feeling the heat of it already and already throwing on more money for basic goods.
Yeah.
So I'm getting my butt paper today. I'm not fucking around. I am not going through the world without butt paper.
I mean, but it might be one of those things. Well, not even might be, but
it will be.
Yeah, like stocking up on some goods might be,
right.
This might.
That's what Mark Cuban said. I watched Mark Cuban on an interview, and he said it might be best to stock up. And fuck if I'm going through the world without butt paper. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have butt paper, there's going to be a lot of violence around my place because I got to have a clean butt ass.
Don't call the cops on me if you see me dog dragging my ass across your lawn. You know what I'm saying?
I can't have. That's one of the main things in my life is butt paper. And if you telling me that the docks are empty and they're not going to ship our butt paper over here, there's going to be fucking repercussions for taking my butt paper.
Stock up now, y'all. LG, I see you out there. Thank y'all for joining us.
Yeah, a lot of people jumped in.
Fuck Your Feelings, Facts Matter. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang. By the way, make sure you follow us on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. All one word.
And not only
subscribe,
that,
get notified.
Subscribe, share, comment. All of that helps the algorithm.
Bell.
And follow us on Instagram so you can see the smidgets, the clips of the show, and it'll draw you back to the full show.
Smidgets sounds like a group of people that are going to protest you for calling them that. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, there a lot of smidgets were very angry that Snow White didn't do well. Yeah, they were very mad about that.
It's weird to keep making that movie over and over.
But the thing is, it didn't do well, and the movies that are doing well. I just went to see one last night that.
Not that one.
Not
even that one. Okay.
No, it's I big up.
Right.
It's called The Accountant, and The Accountant 2. Yes, and I saw the first one, and I just saw the second one. Me and my son went to see it, and it was quite the ride.
All right. Well, speaking of a ride,
see. He did it again.
No, but I haven't actually fully transitioned.
I know, but it's just, come on, man. All you people out there that do shows, you can't fuck with Pedro.
Listen,
you think you can, but you can't.
Speaking of rides, this man's mind must be on one.
What? Oh, did you see the last 100-day interview he did on Fox?
Listen. First of all, Fox News. Fox News they were having a hard time even identifying things that he had done. You know what I mean? He's like, reduce the price of the penny.
And then he probably took credit. I'm the one that did that.
But your boy, and I'm calling this story Knucklehead because this is over the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case.
No, it's not a case. It was an abduction. Human trafficking, abduction. Yes, without due process. I like to put that on the end of it every time I say it, so that you people out there understand it was an abduction, just like they did with a couple of people. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah,
that it to them, due process sounds like what you do with Mountain Dew. When you add, liquor to it or whatever, it's
that's due process. Yes.
Just a little bit.
I saw where you were going. I said he's gonna finish this joke
with Mountain Dew.
Fuck that. That whole joke is gonna go all the way through
in there.
But
listen. So the thing is, in a recent interview, Trumpty Dumpty goes back and forth with the reporter, the journalist, about the actual letters MS-13 or there's letters and digits of MS-13 being tattooed on the man's knuckles.
Right.
Now, what is actually on Abrego Garcia's knuckles is like a marijuana leaf and a smiley face and then something else and something else. And some people are interpreting those as MS-13 gang tattoos. But there's this sort of meme or whatever that takes the tattoos and then on top of them is Photoshop the MS-13 to try and show you what each tattoo means.
Yeah.
And Trumpty Dumpty thinks that the man's hand actually has MS-13 tattooed on it. And it's pretty amazing to watch him go back and forth.
Trying to justify it.
He's like, no, wait. It's clearly on his hand, MS-13. Hold on, I don't even know why we picked you. You listen.
Yeah.
You got a good break here.
Fake news.
He was like, listen, we picked you. I don't need frankly, I didn't even know who you were, but you got a good break here by being able to get the interview, and you're not being very nice. And the reality
he's such a thin-skinned bitch.
Why can't you just say he had a tattoo on his hand? And he's like, well, that was Photoshopped. And he was like, Photoshop. It's clearly MS-13 on it.
It's Photoshop,
bro. It's like to watch. These are the times I struggle with because in reality, I don't actually believe that Trump is stupid.
Oh,
right?
you're then
I'm a
Pedro,
little stupid.
Then you're a little stupid.
No, because
come on, man.
No, because he knows what he's doing. He knows but he knows what he's doing.
No, I disagree.
Like he's manipulative, and in that there is some sort of intelligence, right?
No,
in manipulation.
No, I think
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not endorsing it.
Gesundheit.
See, I'm allergic to bullshit.
No,
I'm telling you.
Oh, that's a great clip.
Hey.
The point is, come on, you saw that right there. But the point is, yes, he is stupid. He has said incredibly stupid things.
Especially, but in a moment like this, I can't argue with that. I'm like, you know,
frighteningly stupid.
This is like dumb shit.
Yeah, and the one kid that they took to Venezuela or wherever the fuck they deported him to.
No, they took him to El Salvador.
El Salvador. I'm sorry, El Salvador. Another person. They deported one of them that literally was a baker. You can look it up. He had a cupcake tattoo. They said gang member. Like he's I'm serious.
Hey, we're the Frosties, homie.
Hey, first off,
we're the icing.
Let me tell you something, bro. I mean, I'll pick your cake, bro. What? No, and there was another. Yeah, there was a gay hair dresser that got deported and had tattoos. Same thing. They're just making up shit. But in this instance,
Pete Hegseth, by the way, Secretary of Defense,
yes,
has like basically I'm a Nazi tattoo.
He has a giant Nazi tattoo on his chest. Like takes his whole
it's
chest.
a white supremacist.
It's a white supremacist
adjacent.
It's not even adjacent. It lives. It rents the building. The fuck.
It is this.
But in this instance, where he tried to explain it away, he always does that. He always doubles down. You ever notice that? He'll double down. He'll say some shit. They'll go, no, that's not true at all. There wasn't DEI.
Like, thanks for agreeing with me.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
He said,
you're wrong. He was like, you're right. I'm right.
Oh, yeah. And what's the little Gollum? His little Gollum, Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller, they said that the Supreme Court said it was 9-0. He said, yeah, we got 9-0.
Yeah, we won.
They try to make it, we won. And they're like, no, that's bad. That means they all voted against you. In this instance,
we only have to facilitate. We don't have to do anything.
I mean, what does facilitate mean? They make shit up. This guy, they said, one, I didn't think he was alive. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought the reason they weren't talking about it is because they
had already.
I thought because they said that there are people at the prison that want to kill him. I mean, unalive him. Damn, unalive him.
Well, I mean that's why I think he left the country and stuff.
Right,
and that's why a lot of migrants are migrating is because.
The migrating be migrating.
Yeah, why migrating?
Right.
Migrationing, but because like they're coming from whatever you think our cities are, or South Side, Compton,
South Side of Chicago,
like they're coming
or
from
Detroit.
Like, yeah, hey, we've turned it around. Downtown is fantastic.
Well, yeah, but see, I know you were gonna have. He got his fucking hat in the background. You can't even see it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, he got it in the background. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. By the way, the Knicks are, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, we're about to get into
Okay, so don't bring that shit up. Let's go.
But these people, a lot of these migrants are coming from really, truly violent places.
And they're trying to come, yeah. But the thing is, let me ask you about this. Now, in the interview, him going back and forth, and you're saying, I don't think he's stupid. You think he's doing it on purpose. I think that
no. In that instance,
you think he's
like, I can't say he's not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, this guy, like, he's manipulating people, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But in this instance, I'm like, oh, I mean,
no,
I'm not saying I was never saying he was a genius.
Oh, no. Okay. Yeah.
I'm never saying he's a genius, but I'm just
he's crafty.
I'm like, bro, like,
yeah. It was Photoshop.
Like, clearly they were trying to translate what it meant. Tattoo was supposedly.
But the Photoshop, what about the Photoshops of his face up, Putin's ass? What about all it? Does he think that's real or is it?
He's like, who? They took a picture?
Yeah. And there's another one of a Photoshop of him sucking Elon Musk's toes.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, it's an AI generated.
Yeah, generated. So I mean, does he think all of that's real?
But
he's stupid.
But as we move towards that space where it'll be hard for people to discern these images from reality, the image he was debating was like not in that realm
at all.
Like, this is not AI generated. This is just like clearly Photoshop letters on top of knuckles just to translate.
But a lot of MAGA will ride with it because you guys are stupid too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're flat out stupid. I mean, and I'd say the percentage, 39%, which is a high percentage of people that still buy into every fucking word because they see him as their orange God leader. All of y'all are dumb as a bag of dicks. Mm. And I mean, not that I know where to get a bag of dicks, but I'm saying if there was a bag of dicks and you tried to have that bag of dicks do math, that bag of dicks would be dumb.
It would do better than
they would do.
Yeah.
They believe that the economy didn't take a hit with the tariffs. They believe, that's you, MAGA. I'm looking at your face. They believe that tariffs are going to make us all rich, all of us. Yeah. And economists, 99% of the economists in the world said that's not how tariffs work. And what is it? Didn't China? This is some shit I just saw. China basically going hard in the paint. Like, you want 145? Let's go.
Well, also
they pumped it up.
I think the coldest line that I heard from a Chinese official, and that's why a few episodes ago I was like, we can't win economic war with China like this. One of the officials literally was like, China is 3,000 years old. And if we keep doing what we are doing, we will be 3,000 more years old. We're going to, we will be fine without, yes. And it was just like, you are a child, America.
Compared to us.
Do you understand?
And then after he said that, he said, cold-blooded. I mean,
unity.
No, but that is a golden last line. We ride dragons.
He was like, listen, bro,
you can't fuck with us.
We've been doing this whole thing.
Yeah. I mean,
so that's just, I think I don't know, it's one of those silly things for me that is also terrifying.
You don't think? Yeah.
We're about to move on, but
no,
it's just like this president is willing to lean into any bit of propaganda.
Exactly. He is a propagandist.
Will sort of support his nonsense.
I don't think it's nonsense. I think it is sheer stupidity. If you look at some of the moves he's made, look at his bankruptcies, look at all of the stuff he's done. I don't think that's from being a savvy businessman. I think it's from making stupid moves. So people who make a lot of stupid moves, I say they are stupid. I'm saying, so the fact he's doing this, it's not just propaganda. I don't think it's just propaganda. I think he really doesn't know. He goes, I mean, it's clearly there.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
okay,
that's what I'm saying. This is one of those, when he is arguing that, Kilmar Abrego Garcia has MS-13 actually tattooed on his knuckles.
Right.
He's a fucking idiot. But usually he's using stuff and just spinning it to control
for his agenda.
And
his narrative. Yeah.
But then sometimes it's like with the bleach in the body.
Oh
thing.
God!
I'm just like,
when he said that,
shit, dog. Yeah. Like, bro, you said that out loud. Even if you thought it in your head,
don't say it. Whatever you think, I think a lot of shit,
bro.
I don't say it.
One time when I was a child, well, not one time, but there used to be this commercial when I was a kid, and it was like teaching basically drug addicts, needle pushers, to use bleach to clean out their needles before they share them in between each other, right?
Right.
And the ad was because bleach kills AIDS, right? That was the thing. And as a kid, I remember turning to my mom and I was like, well, why don't they just put the bleach inside their body? But I was a child. Yeah. And my mom was like, because the bleach will kill you. And I was like, oh. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? But as a grown-ass president, this man turned to a doctor and was like, is there a way? And she was like, no.
That's
you know what I mean? So there are these moments where it's like, oh, wait. I never thought he was a genius. I don't think he's stupid, but right now, dumbest motherfucker I've ever heard speak.
Oh, come on, man. Like, I think he's top tier stupid.
Yeah, it's tough.
But he's evil and crafty and narcissistic to the point where I think that he's
the smartest of the stupid people.
Right. But all the other people that have been wanted their agenda, who else would you use but a really uninformed puppet? And that's what I see him as, an uninformed puppet.
Manchurian.
Yeah, like it's like, idiot. Okay, we want to get our agenda out. If you look at Project 2025, we want to get our agenda out. Who can we use? Yeah. And out of all the people in America, when you say you're the best, you're saying this is the top dude you want.
Everything he's ever tried to sell has failed.
Everything. He had Trump. No, Trump, and this is not a bash Trump, Savage AF, but it's the truth. Steaks, water. How do you fuck that up? College. No, he lost. Yeah, he lost. He got sued for $25 million and lost.
Casino.
How do you bankrupt
a casino lose to the people?
So, God, I mean, yeah, he had Trump airline. He had
that crashed. me, you, I see you out there. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. All right, we're going to push on. We got our last 2 segments to go. I got a Black Pedro pop in for you guys. And it
better not be what I think it is, man.
Do we have, can we do that? All right, so you know what it is. This is my time. We're going to get into it. And when I give it to you, I give it to you a little something
like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin'.
Now you're gonna put it on.
Oh, you know what this segment is, man. It's called Back to Work, y'all.
I knew it.
As a native Detroiter, a young buck who grew up on the east side of the famed city known
is that the same as East Side High? Is that from the song?
No,
with the Expeditiously.
That was Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the same. Okay.
Yeah, no.
But it fucking had.
We did have a Coolie High, but it was also not the one from the movie. Savage AF, man. This is your Black Pedro popping with another popping to let you know what's popping. You know what's popping, actually? My Detroit Pistons.
Oh, God.
Silence, you New York idiot. Okay.
Silence.
Silence. This is my segment.
Did you actually use, silence?
Off with his head.
I know.
Savage AF, man. Listen.
Okay, you Muppet. Get on with it.
The first round of the NBA playoffs has actually been, a word I don't use often, exhilarating. Some great matches, some close games.
Yes, I agree. Except for one.
Yeah,
that was a blowout.
There's been some, you're going to see some of that. But a lot of this has gone, has gone, the distance, a lot of these games. Right. The series, obviously, that I'm interested in is my Detroit Pistons versus the New York Knicks. Now, a young squad. Listen, a young squad came into New York, should have won the first game. New York had a miraculous fourth quarter performance, 21-0 run. I think the team got a little
do me one favor. Could you repeat that?
21-0.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I just.
But then came back and slapped New York in the face and stole home court advantage, only to lose it again by losing twice at home. But last night in a potential elimination game, my Detroit Pistons prevailed in the Garden again. Going back to Detroit, there have been many brands of Pistons teams that have won championships.
Okay, and this is not one of them.
Well, we know the bad boys.
Yeah.
Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace, Tayshaun Prince. Those guys were known as the going to work Pistons.
Right.
And now this group has been, I think, affectionately named the back to work Pistons. And it really does look like they're back to work. If I was a New York fan, I would be scared.
I'm no
I would
concern.
be shitting my pants.
Stop it.
Because listen, Pistons have not played their best basketball yet in this series. And
yes, they have.
No, they have not.
God. What the fuck are you talking about?
They could have won game one.
Game one is an example. They didn't play their best.
No, obviously they didn't because they gave up the game in the end. Right. So they have not played their best. They didn't play their best then. Almost won that game.
This is bullshit.
Game two, they won. Still didn't even play their absolute best. Right.
Well, when are they gonna do it?
Game 3 and 4.
Okay.
They were in it. Those are a 2-point and like a 1-point game. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying is like New York gave everything. By the time you get to games 3 and 4, now Karl Anthony Towns is shooting the lights out, right? Jalen Brunson is balling, and New York is barely winning. So all I'm saying is when the Pistons actually tune up this engine come Thursday night, tomorrow, your little subway asses are going to get ran over. I'm walking here. Well, fuck that. We on the line with it.
I got
Detroit Pistons in 7.
No.
Let's go.
I have to jump in here and drag poor Pedro to reality. Barely winning is still fucking winning. If I beat you by 2 points, I'm still winning. But I'm telling you, the Pistons weren't at their best. So when are they going to be at their best?
Tomorrow.
Okay, so you think you think they're going to be at their best. So don't you think they should have been at their best starting off, I don't know, first game?
They're kids. They're mostly kids, dog.
Okay, you want to blame it on the fact they're kids? No,
most
that's
of the
bullshit.
Most of the team has never been to the playoffs.
Oh my God, it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't matter. What are you talking about?
You're saying experience doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm not saying the experience doesn't matter. I'm saying when it's time.
The Knicks played college ball.
Yes,
AAU together. Like these motherfuckers been together.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying.
So we got to wrap this up. Shane, get into your.
You started it. He started it. So. My Shangri today is I want to let y'all know something. I don't like the fact that you are mad about one of the hottest movies to ever come out let alone coming out that's out right now, and how the media is trying to diminish its greatness. And that's my Shangri. Now I don't know how many people out there saw the movie Sinners.
Saw it.
And the sin of Sinners, apparently, according to the Hollywood Reporter and a lot of these magazines, is, well, it's doing pretty well. It's made its money back, almost made its money back, but it has a long way to go to be profitable. Instead of saying the fact that it got a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes and all the critics are saying it's fucking good, the sin of Sinners is the fact that it is doing well, that it is Ryan Coogler that's doing it, did an amazing job on it, that Michael B. Jordan is killing it when it comes.
Michael B. Jordan's.
Jordan's. Yes, Jordan's. Yes, which makes you feel like he got a twin brother that nobody knew about. This motherfucker.
Mitchell.
Yeah, it's like his name is actually Daryl. And they didn't say, I don't like the fact that they're trying to minimize it and saying, well, it's a black produced.
LG said Delroy Lindo.
Delroy Lindo. No, it is getting all this buzz because it deserves a buzz, number one. Number two, I'm saying to the media, just let it fucking breathe. You want to talk about the deal he got, about he owns the rights to it in 25 years. Quentin Tarantino did the same shit with, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He did the same shit. A lot of other directors have done this. And I'm trying to figure out what is the reason that they're giving it so much shit about it didn't make this much money. It didn't do this, what it actually did. What do you think the number one reason they're doing that with this, I'd say musical / horror / drama? What do you think the reason is?
Niggas.
Thank you. I don't see any other reason. You went down all the different reasons, and then you want to shoot up to the top in the press to say, well, this movie didn't make the money that it didn't make Marvel numbers.
It's not a Marvel.
It's not a Marvel movie, and it's also
Blade,
an original, and it's an original movie. So the Sin of Sinners is, and just like when we have a movie that is a Black person that pushes out their idea or the creativity, it's always some kind of detractor that says the bullshit instead of just, did you enjoy the movie? Is the movie doing well? That's the Sin of Sinners, apparently, in a Hollywood Reporter and a couple other media, and 98 Rotten Tomatoes, and all of the general public that love it. Go see the movie. I'm not normally endorsing a movie. Go see the movie. Enjoy the movie if you want to see really good directing.
No, it was amazing, y'all. Savage AF, man. Fucking feelings, facts matter. That was your Shangri for today. That's your show for today. Thank you guys for all those who joined us live on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/Savage World. If you voted for Donald Trump, you are either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. Fuck you. Good night.
That's how you closing it out.
Yeah.